is a Cosmic Octave original podcast.
Me and Jake running down the street with a handful of comic books, kicking ass and banging chicks and drinking booze
No, not
and
me.
smoking
Not
weed.
me. I'm married.
Yeah, well,
I'm married.
Jake.
Can't do that.
Yeah. Off panel, off topic with Jake and Tyler.
What's up, everybody? Episode 171.
Special.
Is
this not a special?
What is this, like a teen drama, though? Tonight, on a very special off-panel, off-topic.
very special after-school special.
Tyler, I have something serious to tell you.
What?
I have
You're pregnant
hemorrhoids.
with a child?
Oh.
Wow. Teen pregnancy is
If you want proof that bit wasn't
Neither are
planned.
hemorrhoids.
Wait, the baby doesn't come out of your butt? Anyway. You know what's sad is there actually is probably some people out there that unironically believe that.
The babies come out of butts?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there are tons and tons of
Like
married...
Peacemaker.
There are tons of married men who don't know what a period is. Like, at all.
Yikes.
Yeah, I know.
How do you not? Anyway.
And the women who love them...
That's getting off topic.
Hey, I'm Tyler. You're Jake.
Wow, we are just 171. You'd think we'd have it together.
Have we sworn yet?
Oh, fuck, I don't know. Ah! That was unplanned, too.
No, it wasn't.
You knew I was going to say
I knew you were
You
gonna
knew it?
fucking
You
say it.
fucking knew it?
You fucking knew it. Okay, so
I've been podcasting with you for like 4 years, man. I fucking know.
we're going to talk about the Penguin tonight. Can I just say that first like 10 days or whatever it was,
It felt so long.
it doesn't feel like I had to wait that long for this past one.
That's because you didn't. That's how time works.
As soon as it came out of my mouth, I was like, you're not smart.
It felt longer because it was.
That's the difference between 7 and 10 days. Fucking schmick. Jesus. What I mean is,
Wow.
it doesn't feel like that long ago that the first episode came out, I should say. Because when you think about it, the first one came out on Thursday, and then 4 days later, a week from that, so 11 days, really, to see the second one. And then, of course, yeah, it's only a week between the last one and this one. Didn't seem as long. But I thought it was, yeah, we'll talk about that one. I'm saying, like, when we first started talking about how we hated that it was going on Sundays and Agatha's on Wednesdays, we also talked about how that's why they had to do Thursday and then move it to Sunday. Well, just give it to us that following, whatever.
Well, it's because, again, it's their own. This is the funny thing.
I fucking know it.
It's their own dumb, arbitrary rules.
Yeah, I know.
They could easily just put it out on Thursday on Max and then air it on Sunday
Just
on
for
HBO.
us. Just for us.
What difference does it make? What difference is that, like, 3 days? Like, I don't understand it. It's weird, but it is what it is. Can we all just agree that maybe we should just all move away from broadcast television because it's not the future? Okay? Why bother paying for cable as
somebody who finds local media important? I think we still need to have our 3 channels.
And those network TV has its place for local news and things like that. I totally agree, but I just think we don't need fucking cable because you always get it on stream anyways. So what's the point? What is it? Oh, sports? But now you can get that on Peacock and Paramount Plus and ESPN Plus and all that other shit. Yeah. But yeah, we got a stacked episode. We're going to be talking about the Penguin. We'll be touching on Agatha all along. I know that one. See, I think what you meant to say, and I'll help you out with how time works. Well, I think because it's also that we're like a episode behind on Agatha, but current on Penguin, it's really fucking everything up. It's like, could you corporations understand that we do a fucking podcast and plan accordingly?
Technically, we're kind of caught up to both because we'll be current on Agatha because we saw last
And by the time this goes up,
it'll be
technically
the day before.
will be before the next episode. So whatever. But the point is,
We got lucky that way. Well, but that's because we're doing it on Tuesdays. This week we're doing it on a Monday because. But yeah, why are we talking about this
On
As
air.
If the audience cares.
who cares? Yeah.
So we also have one of my favorite segments.
They're gonna hate this song.
It's kind of our fault for making the music.
I
bed
stopped
the
doing
outro.
that.
Oh, good. Sick of it. Listen to those harmonies. Jake is on the maracas or the shakers.
Fuck him, man.
Jake just injured himself pantomiming. You know what you look like you're doing? Ski poles.
Glad they could see it.
Don't want him to see it. You can fade it out now. After I'm done singing, it's worthless.
That's how valuable his voice is, folks. We're so fucking lucky to have him.
Wow.
Wow, that was loud.
We do that a lot.
I went goblin mode there.
So, yeah. We did.
What's a mob?
Oh, hang on. Somebody's calling me, I think.
Is it Jesus? Pick up the phone, Tyler.
So I like to take little mini road trips because it's fun. And generally across the state of Iowa. Because here's the fun thing about living anywhere, but mostly in the Midwest, I think, is that there's big cities, but then like half an hour away, you're in like Bumblefuck, dude. And
Yeah, Bumblefuck, Iowa. I haven't been there in a while.
I'm just saying, like, it's fun to, like, you can just drive like 20, 30 minutes out of your way and find like a.
There's so many like hidden gems.
Yeah. Let me finish.
Hidden towns.
Let me finish. And you know, you
Trying to add to your story and help. Well, fuck me. Thought I was a co-host.
You know, you want to find a diner that spells blue cheese BLUE. You know what I'm talking about? Those kind of places.
Come in!
Yeah, it's fine too. But the best thing is you can find like gas stations. They have these incredible chips. And if you've never heard of Hare's chips, I believe they're out of North Nottingham, Pennsylvania. So I'm willing to bet. I don't know how national they are or what, but they always have some really funky like flavors. Whenever I see them out in the wild, and it's like holy shit. And this one is a game day flavor, and it's a Carolina style barbecue pulled pork.
What? What?
I'm refusing to talk because.
Oh, calm down. You just need to stop stepping all over it.
Oh, come on.
Come on, Cohagen, you got what you want. Give these people air.
We'll set it up like this in case we want more. So it's Carolina pulled pork, Carolina style, which I don't know what the difference is. I'm not that big of a barbecue person. I just know that I like dead meat slathered in sauce.
Yes!
I mean, it's not blowing me away.
I give it a nice.
Across the board.
Nice.
I mean, it's not a bad chip. Tasty chip.
Tastes like a barbecue chip.
But, yeah, it just tastes like a generic barbecue chip, man.
It's not.
You promised me something different. And
There's a place here in town that is it's a barbecue place, and they have a shitload of locations, and they have this one style. I can't remember, but it's a mustard based barbecue sauce, and I want to say that it's Carolina, but I don't know. It could. Maybe it's Georgia.
Maybe.
But I'm always searching for that. They never have that stuff in the stores, at least not the ones that I go to. Maybe I need to go to a specialty place. But I like the mustard-based barbecue sauce. It's kind of yellow, lighter red.
Yeah. It's not bad. It's just, I don't know. Maybe I was expecting something different.
If you're going to say Carolina-style barbecue, take out the pulled pork. Hey, I'm with you. That's cool. I like that.
Yeah.
I can dig that. I bought it. I paid for it.
Yeah.
It was a good decision. But when you throw in the pulled pork, You better be making like a fucking blueberry muffin style fucking Kit Kat, motherfucker. All right?
What do you want when you get that? What do you want? You
What do
want
you-
Carolina style?
What?
Barbecue pulled pork.
What?
Do you want it from Hares?
What?
Does Hares want to sponsor us?
What?
We like chips.
What?
And dip. Oh.
Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe fuck yourself.
After we ask for a sponsorship, I play.
As I say on the radio, Jake on the ones and twos, making it sound good. All right.
Well, that's the sounds the buttons are making.
Really?
Yeah, this one goes.
I'll eat your ass.
Do we have the thwip?
No, we ain't got nothing but web.
Video
Swing a web. Oh, you want to talk about Penguin or what? What do you want to do? Huh?
I say let's do Agatha because it'll take quicker.
Wow, sexist.
No, but I think you and I are both
Agatha episode 4.
more.
Agatha all
I think
along.
you and I. Hang on. I think you and I. And I'm sorry. I don't mean to keep saying. Just shut up.
Shut your mouth. I got something to say.
In USC. I think. Wow, that was pretty good. I did not expect that. I think what I'm trying to say is,
I flipped them off. 'Cause if you don't say what it is, their imaginations will run wild.
whatever.
Like Hulkamania.
Yep. Hulkamania.
I want to talk about that later. By the
Can
way.
we?
The Mr. McMahon
I totally want to.
documentary.
Also, after the Penguin, I want to talk about Matt Reeves because that was funny. But
Oh my God.
Get to the point. Go ahead.
Agatha all along, I think is just not grabbing us like the Penguin is, or at least in my mind.
Yeah.
And it has.
And that's nothing negative.
No.
I'm enjoying both shows.
Mhm.
But yeah, I think you and I are a little bit like it. And I said it last week. I just think that Penguin is scratching a different itch for me, whereas I'm enjoying Agatha, especially because it's during spooky season, and I'm watching it in late September into early October. So like I'm vibing with it for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, Penguin is just it's. I'm sorry, it's Batman adjacent. And I've been very clear on this show how much I love Batman. So obviously I'm going to gravitate to the Batman show, even though he's not in it, more than the Agatha show. It's just natural for me. That being said, I am really, really enjoying this Agatha show. It's because they're actually, first of all, they're doing what worked well for WandaVision, where it actually feels like a story, like for TV.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm enjoying the shit out of it. I'm really liking it. It's been a lot of fun. And I'm enjoying, again, more than I expected. A lot more than I expected.
Yeah.
What'd you think of this episode?
Of course, I'm always a fan of anything where you're like playing music because it's awesome. As a musician, I'm not a huge fan of like montages where they're all playing if they haven't had any. I like to think that Aubrey Plaza is a good enough and thorough enough actress that she would practice the drums so that she looks good.
I think the justification is that it's magic.
Sure.
I think it's probably how they would
Oh
try.
yeah, dude. Talk about nitpicky, man.
No. Well, no, I get what you mean, though. Because I was thinking...
I know that is
Tyler,
that's no reason.
Tyler, I thought the same thing.
Yeah,
I'm
that's-
on the same
that's
boat.
It.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Other than that, I loved it. But just because I am such a nerd, fucking like,
Yeah.
I am such a music.
It's because you're a musician.
nerd,
You're a
dude.
musician, and you
Yeah,
know
I'm a
musicians.
nerd,
Yeah.
you know. So it's like,
Yeah.
and it's more about me than them. And again, we've talked about this. I am all for anything that, you know, I know that they're not telling the story the way they are to be like, fuck the chuds. But, you know, like they try to own the libs, which they actually say that. I know they're not. But they're also like, hey, we're going to make a show that we like. And it just happens that most of the stuff we like is shit that chuds hate. So here's another fucking musical number.
And it's like, who gives a shit that it's a
gonna fucking
female,
eat these while we're-
that it's a predominantly female cast? Like, there's only one male cast member.
Yo, why would you be mad about, what's your problem?
It's a show about witches. It's about a fucking coven. What are you talking about?
Right, like, I'm sorry, I'm
I'm not saying that men can't be witches, but usually they're just called wizards.
We haven't seen any yet.
But
Still a
excuse
big
me.
fan of the episode. Was it episode? We're on 3 or 4?
4. This past episode was episode 4.
Still a big
'Cause
fan.
it's an
of
episode
the
ahead of,
Mephisto shout out in 3.
It's an episode ahead of Penguin. Is how I remember it. But yeah, so what do you think about that? Because I see more and more leaning to, okay, we might be going towards. It seems logically that the road ends with Mephisto, right?
Here's my thing. I want to believe that, but I've been.
Because it would make a lot of sense.
I was about to say I've been burned before, but who's burning who, man?
It's your own expectations.
Right. Yeah. Now listen, yes, there's a lot of times where they make these ambiguous comments in the press and whatnot to kind of,
Yeah,
and
they
then it
want
turns
you to
out be
watch.
horse shit, right? One of the best ones was Paul Bettany during WandaVision. Remember, he was like, "Oh, I get a cameo with an actor I've never worked with before." Remember that?
And it was himself.
Huge news.
And then it was freaking out.
Speculation
Whoa!
all over. There's
And
going to
then
be RDJ, man. It's going to be fucking.
But he was just being cheeky because it was himself. He never got to act with himself.
So good on him because
That's funny.
It worked.
Yeah.
It fucking totally worked, right? But
That's what I love. Well, that's what I mean. It's like
I don't want to condition.
blur the
I don't want to
lines.
live my
Don't
life.
tell me
like
everything.
That. I don't want to live my life like that. I don't want to fucking
let me experience
go into
it.
things. Yes, I don't want to go into things with that fucking expectation of like who's
Which
gonna
cameo? And
yeah,
look at that Easter egg.
Yeah, the Easter egg.
Hey guys,
Yeah.
hey, they're not Easter eggs if you're seeking them out. The whole point is to be in the background and just be like, oh, that's a funny little thing or a cute little reference. But like, and I think, but I don't feel like we're keep doing like Trump hands. I don't think that we're expecting, thinking that Mephisto's going to be the end is too far fetched.
Right.
Certainly not. It's certainly not as far fetched as it would have been for WandaVision.
But here's what I'm
You know
saying
what I mean?
is that because he was shouted out specifically, which again I liked how it was just kind of off,
like a little.
yeah, it wasn't
Nod,
really
you
right.
don't- yeah.
Right. It was like Mephisto, that kind of perked up that part of me that's all like, oh, cameo. Oh,
Also,
who's gonna play?
Also, are they implying that
I
Rhea?
don't want to be like that.
That's another thing I thought about this episode. Are they? Because Ashley brought it up because I was watching it with my wife. Because I thought it too. I was like, God damn. The fucking sexual tension between Rio and Agatha. I'm like, did they fuck? Is what I? Because they seem to be leaning heavy. Like they were more than friends. Like maybe there was something there.
I'm cool with that.
But oh yeah, I'm gonna complain about those two being in a relationship. Because I'm not a loser like Nerdrotic or Geeks and Gamers. Actually no, they made tweets about how
Hey,
they're. Did you notice they did?
I'm happy for all homosexuals and heterosexuals who can find love in this crazy.
Hey, by the
world.
way, also to show that they're hypocrites,
Yeah.
like Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers retweeted the thing about this movie with Sydney Sweeney and Anna de Armas,
Ana de
de Armas,
Ana
right?
de Armas.
About there being like a threesome or they're going to be like hooking up in that movie. And he's like, oh, I support this. And I'm like, oh, you support that kind of gay sex. Interesting. Go fuck yourself. Back to this show. I'm just saying that's a lot
I'll
of
bet you Nerdrotic
She-
watches a lot of Adam
So,
Egoyan movies.
First of all, let's bring it back to the show and kind of regain my thought on that. I just thought that was an interesting approach, and then it goes back to what I heard about before the show, that Audrey Plaza said there was a whole thing of like, this is the gayest Marvel show or Marvel project or whatever. She's like, well, yeah, that's why I signed up for it. I wouldn't sign up for it if it wasn't. Like a kind of jokey response. So I'm like, maybe this is what they were referring to, because there definitely seems like some serious sex. Like the first episode, she licks her hand. Like when she finally breaks out of the spell, she like licked her hand. Like, like it was just. So there's clearly some history there. There already was then. But I loved her introduction in this because I'm sure you thought this when they're like, we need another witch. I'm like, they're going to fucking bring in Rio. Like this is as soon as I thought. And then she comes out.
I can't turn that part of my brain off. I was like, who's it gonna be?
Really?
Is it gonna be Scarlet Witch? No, she's Scarlet.
Well, I figured because she hadn't been on there for like 2 episodes.
I don't want to say anything about. I don't want to expect anything. And what I mean by that is not that I don't think it's going to be good, because it's still good. I like it. But I don't want to go through this thinking, what new things am I, what am I going to, and I can't wait to talk about Penguin, by the way.
But also at the
'Cause I
same
have something to say about that.
At
too.
the same time, I enjoyed her introduction because I don't know if I've said this before. Just like there's a lot to be said about things that are unpredictable, and you should strive to make your story as engaging and unpredictable as possible. But at the same time, I'm not good. If you set something up well enough that I figure it out before it's revealed, that doesn't mean it's not bad. It just means that like, oh my gosh, okay, I'm this makes so much sense. So like for me, it was like a grin because I'm like, that's how they're gonna bring her back. Because I was like, there's no like Rio has to play a bigger role in this story. They wouldn't have had her be a big part of the first episode, then just drop her for 2 episodes and not bring her back. Mm-hmm. And so I had, and then she was like, son of a bitch. And then she came back, and I'm like, that's good. I was grinning. I was like, I like it a lot. Interesting. So the Green Witch thing, does that make her earthy? Is that what that means? Like plants?
I get that's my guess.
Because then she always mentions like Green Witch like that. I'm like, geez.
Well, she's the Green Witch.
Yeah, the Green Witch. So
That
maybe
was fucking awesome.
yeah. I'm curious to what that means because they have the potions. What was the one with the curse? What was her like gimmick? Because I'm trying to figure out like what all the witches mean in this because they all have to have some sort of, or I guess I mean, are they just bodies? Like, because only one of them has shown that they like the potions, but the other ones haven't really shown anything that makes them like their special power. Maybe they haven't got it back yet. I'm just trying to figure out what their other thing means. But
I don't know. I know that again, like the
I don't remember their names.
Well, the nice thing about this show is that I can be just along for the ride.
Yeah, because I don't know anything about this. I have no knowledge of this part of the Marvel
all
universe.
All sorts of theories about the Penguin. I have none about this one because no, this is not a corner of the Marvel universe that I really know that well either.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God, I'm so glad you're going to bring that up.
Maybe we'll
later.
see Daniel Hellstrom, one of the Hellstrom kids, or both. Maybe we'll see Patty. Hellcat. Patty. I can't remember her last name. Maybe.
Excuse me. I also think could we okay.
If we see Mephisto, I know. Look, nobody is gonna be able to put that type of costume together and make it look cool on screen, like the fucking hair and shit. I get that, and I'm cool with that. But I hope they pick somebody good.
Do you think it's possible this could lead into Doctor Strange 3, like how WandaVision led into Doctor Strange 2?
Maybe.
Because at the end of Doctor Strange, at the end of I don't know. I don't even know if it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
At this point.
Right.
Well, this one makes me wonder because I could see it playing into that, but I could also see because we're talking about Mephisto, but I'm like, what if the reveal is it's Dormammu? Because at the end of Multiverse of Madness, his wife comes through and they're gonna go fight Dormammu again. So I'm like, is it that maybe at some point, or? And I really think this is gonna happen. Although I could be completely wrong, and I'm totally fine with this. This is how we find out where Wanda is. Because she's not dead. We didn't see her die on screen. And in Deadpool, there's a fucking sign for the Scarlet Witch, which I know that's technically in the void, but there's still a reference to her. She's still somewhere. So maybe this is it. I don't know. I also know that Elizabeth Olsen has said that she's taking time off from this stuff anyway. She's like, well, I'm dead. But we know she's not dead. We're not fucking dead.
Well, that's the nice thing about comics is nobody dies.
Ever.
I mean, they've talked about it. There's this one really good. I think it was during. It was when. It was around the death of Steve Rogers. Back in the 2000s maybe.
Yeah.
But there's this issue where Black Widow breaks into Daily Bugl's offices and she's talking to, I can't remember who, but she's talking about how it feels to come back from the dead. Because she's...
Oh, yeah, I think I know. I think I've heard about this.
It's a great fucking...
This panel, yeah.
Yeah, it's just the whole conversation is really eye-opening because she's like, it's not fun. You know, it's not it's not awesome. You still feel the pain of dying. And, you know, da-da-da. And I really liked how they explored that shit with, like, the Green Door and Hulk and She-Hulk and shit.
Yeah, yeah. I'm wondering.
I'm excited to see where
this
this
is going,
goes. Yeah, and again, the production values I think are
Sets
awesome.
are amazing.
Yes.
Oh, I love that we went like a 70s vibe. Like I love that each episode is continuing the narrative, but just like the sets change, the costume change. I love that.
Yeah.
So it's again kind of playing with the similar motif that WandaVision had, but iterating on it and making it different. And yeah, again, really, Penguin and Agatha both. I said it when both shows premiered. It's like these shows consistently surprise me and how much I'm enjoying them.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so that's being said, let's go to the. What do you think about Penguin? Is that good? Did it sound like a penguin? Like, you should get like the 1966 Batman's voice. Like that is a drop, but or we get this one, Colin Farrell going, "Hey, easy, sweetheart,"
Hey,
and that's how we start this.
hey, whatever, you know,
Hey,
whatever. Hey,
you think he
you don't think I'm fucking sorry for what I did to you?
Oh, woo,
Ah!
good. Yeah. Good. That was good. God, I love his accent in this show so much. You think he deserves to die like that?
I like that he has an
Hey.
Irish sweatband.
Hey,
Irish flag sweatband when he's
the scene in the bathroom. He's like, you think that's how he deserved to die alone in the projects? Fuck you. Fuck me. Fuck the system.
You got everything you wanted. This is how you feel.
They don't give a shit about you. Oh, God, he's so fucking good. Can we just say it right now at the start? Colin Farrell is acting his fucking ass off in this show, and it's so damn good. I can't. How is this show this good, man? I don't fucking get it. But it's so good.
So can
Almost
we
sound like I'm
talk
crying,
about? We're gonna talk about the Penguin right now. We are.
Yes.
Spoilers all about.
We have
him
been
'cause-
talking about.
Look,
What do you?
just-
Hey,
Hey.
what are you talking
Huh?
about?
Let's not.
We'll have another Batman-related project after this to talk about. By the way,
Really?
Joker Faladu.
God. Do you want to get that out of the way?
I'm gonna do it after Penguin.
Okay. Theories. Theories.
Shoot, go for it.
I have a theory. Because it's clear. I know we're jumping. I know I'm jumping.
Yeah, if you don't know by now, 171, we jump around.
But the up next on Penguin is clearly going to be a
Like flashback of
To-
what happened to her in Arkham.
right,
Yeah.
or how she got there.
Sophia in
and everything.
Arkham. Yeah.
Right. Okay. I'll bet you $10 right now.
Cool, buddy. I think I know where you're going, and I'm getting foamed up.
Alberta was the hangman.
Oh, you're going a different direction than I
all
thought.
along. That's why she's pissed, because that's why it looks like she didn't really do anything, and why she's confused and everything. That's why
That
he
would make
visits her every
sense.
week or every
That's why
day.
she's not like. Maybe that's why she's like. I think she knew. That's why I think she knew that Penguin killed him, and she didn't ever. That's interesting.
I'll say this about it: it is really reaching, as far as theories go, because
Oh, but you want to know what theory I had by watching this episode?
okay,
The mushrooms, fear toxin. I think they're setting up Scarecrow.
when
I think Bliss is going to turn into fear toxin.
I thought when they were going in and they started talking to those guys when they first got there, just her
Yeah.
and him, I could have sworn I was thinking that it had something to do with Scarecrow.
It had to be, right? Because it was coming in from Arkham.
Yes,
And
that was why I was thinking like
Uh-huh.
it was Arkham State
Oh,
Hospital. I'm like,
it
is that
could-
fucking Jonathan
So-
fucking Crane,
so,
dude?
can I also say this? I guarantee you it's not, and it's just a very clever bait and switch.
Right.
And it's like, okay, you think it's going to be fear toxin, but it's actually this new thing. Or I also think that like maybe the plot to Batman Part 2 is that gets tweaked and it turns into the fear toxin. But honestly, it's probably the former than the latter. I think it was just a clever little bait and switch
Yeah.
for guys like me. And you know what?
And me.
And you know what? I fucking appreciated it. Because I thought I knew where it was going, and it goes this other way. I was like, okay, cool. And because dude, as soon as I saw the Arkham, and I was like, wait a minute. He said this was bigger than drops. This was going to change the game. And I'm like, it's fucking fear toxin. Was she talking to Crane at Arkham? And then, like, so I start to spin these ideas, and it's like, oh, it's this thing. It's Bliss. So I'm like, honestly, I would hope it's Bliss. Because I want to see like the Penguin, if you're going to do characters, the Rogues Gallery, try and do characters that haven't either A, haven't been done, or B, like they did with the first movie, iterate on the character again after it's been so long. So if the rumors are true that this is leaning towards Mr. Freeze and shit, cool. But quite honestly, I want Penguin to be the big bad. I love him too much.
Yeah.
I want him to be. I love him so much. I can't wait for Pattinson to beat the shit out of him. I keep saying that every episode. And so I'm glad it wasn't the fear toxin, and I'm glad they're going a different way.
Yeah.
I think it was really like, oh my god,
the PTSD part.
Oh yes, yeah, okay. So I want to talk about that because that making this a Victor kind of, or like Victor's point of view, getting to see someone have those events of that first movie happen on a ground level was fucking tragic and crazy.
It took me until the explosion started for me to realize that this was like a flashback.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah, right. And again, that goes to a testament of the narrative because it's only a week after this has happened. So it makes sense that feels so fresh and like it just like anyway. So yeah, that happens, and we get to see what happened. Like he lost his family to the flooding. He lost his family to the Riddler shit. We don't know if his girlfriend's there. We find out later she's alive and whatever.
I really liked that the way that they integrated when they first moved him from the club into the city. It looked really like the effect looked really bad. But that was the only time. Every other part of that whole montage was just on point.
So
where they
so
took
when
the
he
dancers,
spills the drugs on the floor in the dance club,
where they have the dancers, but then they have all the little people.
So the
fucking
clecking
flowing
of the
through
drugs
water.
sound like the rocks, and like causes that fucking that PTSD.
Well, he starts hearing the explosions from the bass.
Yeah,
first.
the bass. Yeah, and so he starts to have a panic attack. And that moment, it's like, fuck, man, that's so well done. And it makes you, like, and like they say in the post-show stuff, like, he is the heart of the show. Because you see it in this episode as well, of, like, these are, Penguin and Victor found each other because they were two lonely people. And they found companionship in each other.
Yep.
Because they're two lonely, broken men. And it's like, there's a little bit, if you could ignore the violent crimes that they commit, it's kind of sweet.
I want to see Vidi get his.
Oh, the dude who plays him, Elias, I can't think of his last name. That dude is so good at being
I thought it was Michael Kelly.
Michael Kelly? I thought it was Elias. I might be thinking of a different dude. You know what? I probably am.
Yeah, you fuck.
That dude is great at being a dickhead. He is so good. Oh, the scene with him and Sophia. When he runs into her.
Yeah.
And he says,
go to Italy or that's where I'll tell people.
Damn it, man.
I'm sorry.
I was building to it.
You can keep going, though.
Oh, you're talking about me fucking stomping shit. You're over here like a goddamn kaiju stomping on a building. That's me.
Wow.
I'm the building. Hey, Godzilla. Anyway. Well, it's Michael Kelly. I'm sorry. You looked that up. Thank you.
Well, he's been in a lot of stuff.
Well, I'm thinking of a different dude. But, yeah, he's great at being an asshole. I love him in this. But, yeah, the whole exchange where he's like, what the fuck are you doing? When he tells you to go to Italy, you go to Italy.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, he ends it with, you either go there, I tell people that's where you went.
But then they catch him.
Oh, so that whole exchange was great because, but in that moment, we get more of, because Victor's at this point convinced he's going to go run away with his girlfriend. Mm-hmm. But we have this moment of a almost fatherly thing with Oz, of like being like, tell me about your family. I want to know more about you. I believe in you.
He stands up for him with the waiter. Which
and I gotta say,
didn't do that much.
is being much of, because the waiter did nothing wrong in my opinion, and I'm sure most people that stuttered probably didn't think that. He even says, Victor says, you didn't need to do that. But I love the fact, I love that because that is still Oz being like, be fucking assertive. You know what? Make them wait. If you gotta
take up space.
Take up space. You own your space. And if you gotta make them wait, make them fucking wait. And in his own way, that's a nice gesture. But yeah, the guy didn't do anything wrong. And then
Dad, you mean Penguin?
no, the server didn't do anything wrong.
Oh, the guy, yeah.
Yeah. But like, no, yeah, Penguin didn't kill a bunch of people and do all this stuff. Nah,
I was really confused when he was on John Beatty. I was like, does he have a knife? I thought he was going to give him a smile. I thought he had a knife in his mouth. It was the phone.
He wouldn't be too stupid enough to kill him.
Right, that's what I was thinking, is that he was trying to get the Penguin to do it. Because I think he knows that he killed Alberto, too.
But anyway, yeah, maybe. I think he was trying to provoke him for sure. Obviously, because he kept saying that shit. But
Because then he's fucked.
yeah, because if he kills the underboss, he's dead. The number 2 to the head of the family. That whole exchange going into that. So they try to set up the thing with like, well, we got this new drug. It's Bliss. This is what, and I thought this was Alberto's plan. He's like, yeah, I thought you did. Which is why I could see your theory that he was the hangman. Anyway.
It's clear to me.
There's something
that whether,
she didn't kill somebody. Like, I don't think, yeah.
Whether true or not, I don't doubt that she has the capacity to kill somebody. But whether it's true or not, they're clearly spinning the audience towards, hey, she didn't do all this shit. That's why she's pissed. That's why she looked so confused in the next episode about everything when they're trying to ask her how many more and all that.
And it's intentionally deceptive, storytelling-wise, because they're all fucking liars. They all cheat and lie and steal, so you can't trust anything any of these characters are saying in front of each other unless you see it with your own eyes. And so we don't necessarily and we don't know what happened. We just know that Oz fucked her over, and he said as much. And he's like, I don't apologize for getting what I got, but it is wrong that I fucked you over. And so, like, there's a bunch of stuff that I love, and it's such good storytelling and world building that this world feels so lived in and so believable that at some point the beauty of it where I think it was it this episode or the last episode where he talked about being a driver. I almost hit a stab button. That's why Tyler's like,
it's okay.
But we talked about being a driver, and then that gets paid off again in this episode where she even says that he's not telling the full truth because does he tell you that he was my driver? You know what I mean? And I fucking love that. You can never trust what any of them say. Mm-hmm. And it makes sense because they're all fucking criminals and they're all they're all shitty criminal, mob bosses.
Well, they're all trying to fuck over each other for
they don't give a shit. Get yours. I want my money. And then he's like, oh, I didn't mention your salary. He gives him $1,000.
I want to.
Yeah. Another fun moment is like, oh, Gotham corrupt cop. Cool. Or he's like, he gets the cop come by because he's parked in a tow zone.
I got pulled over in your town a week ago, and I got to be honest, I felt for the kid. Although I'm not brown, and also I don't have a fucking bag of drugs. Didn't have a bag of drugs in my back seat, and
you also didn't commit other crimes.
I'm not.
With that vehicle.
I'm not. Having to get out of my car.
No, it's always scary when a cop pulls you over.
I think so,
in some level,
but
there's a level
regardless
of
of whether you believe that or not. The fact is if I get pulled over, I.
No matter if you didn't even commit.
I am white, so it'll probably go a lot.
It doesn't
better
even
than
matter
if I wasn't.
If you committed a crime or not. You see those lights, you get nervous because you think, "What did I do?"
Especially when you didn't do anything.
Am I going to get a ticket? Am I going to get shot? I don't know what's going to happen. Anyway,
moving on.
I mean, unless I'm acting like a complete idiot, I don't have any reason to be shot. But but I'm white. Anyway. Did I say that too loud?
No, I mean, look.
But
open and close.
Can we just talk about
whether
that?
you believe it or
Can we
not?
just talk about
the
that
fact
scene?
is that
it's
Jake
relatable.
And I are white, and that interactions with cops are probably statistically going to be better in our case than if we were not.
Yeah,
that is all we're saying.
That's it,
and we're done with that subject. And
we've said it before.
Okay,
it's nothing new. But what I was trying to get at,
I don't like it anymore.
It's relatable. It's a relatable scene.
But we also think that it's
everybody
for anybody.
Yeah. I feel like doesn't even say it, but you gotta do it because the goddamn free speech police.
I am okay with No, I don't mind explaining what I was saying.
No.
I don't mind.
But this scene was great because in that moment where he actually, we have a great example of him finally thinking on his feet in a good way and going on his instincts that he's a dirty cop because most cops in Gotham are dirty. Anyway, he's just like, what do you mean money? I don't have any money.
So you and I
And so the cop pockets the grand that the Penguin gave him.
are
he
you
goes
and
about
I
his day.
okay? Now, some people, when these types of episodes or when these types of shows are on, there's the occasional. It's not a filler episode, but there's an occasional flashback episode.
Mhm.
We are clearly getting one of those.
Yeah. Really hope it's not that, and they kind of do what they did with this episode and kind of weave between. I hope.
Here's something that really, really gets me. Is Kristen Milioti does not sound in real life anything like Sophia Falcone. Like she's clearly doing, like she's raised her voice a bit, and she's doing more of a Jersey type. You know what I mean?
It's like, yeah, Penguin. They're definitely doing it like Gotham is New York.
Well, if you watch the end of the episode things, when she talks, her voice is a lot more not a lot lower, but it's more refined. And
Yeah.
I was shocked. I was like,
you know what else?
Honestly, she looks like she would talk like that.
You know what else is crazy? Colin Farrell's Irish.
I knew that.
I know, I'm just being a turd. But no, it goes
We
to
gotta
show
talk
you.
about Matt
Can
Reeves.
I'm sorry. I cannot stress that enough of how funny and good his fucking accent is, considering that he's Irish.
Yeah.
And like he's doing a freaking New York.
How many fucking prosthetics again in his mouth alone? You know?
I'm like you. I'm still interested to see why his face looks like that and why he has the club foot.
We'll see, I think.
More explanation on that. But speaking of
Moving on to
living the gimmick, Matt Reeves. You were telling
So
me.
I texted you and I said we got to talk about this guy on the air.
HBO
because
does
they
the
do,
behind the episode
right.
shit, and he's an executive producer.
and he looks like fucking Commissioner Gordon without the glasses.
He does.
He's got the haircut, the mustache, the trench coat, the
Gary
tie.
the Gary Oldman James Gordon at the very
yes,
least.
without the glasses, right?
Yeah.
And you said guy was born to make Batman. I'm like, hold the fuck on, man.
Man.
No, he might have been born to make Batman, but the fact that he looks like James Gordon is a lot of conscious effort on his part. You can't tell me that he started wearing trench coats and was like, you know what looks good under trench coats? Suit with a tie. And then started thinking, you know what looks good with that? A short
mustache.
haircut. You know what looks good with that? A mustache. You can't
You know
tell
what
me
would look
that,
good
right?
to me if it looked like a
You
cat?
can't tell me it was all an accident that he looks like
He looks
James
like he
Gordon
walked off
in
the
these
set
fucking
of Tombstone. I'll meet you at noon. I know that's not how he sounds, but that's how he sounds in my head.
But I was saying, I just thought it was funny because you're like, he was born. I'm like, no. He's made a whole bunch of conscious decisions to get where he's at, man.
Man.
Nobody's born with a sweet stash and a trench coat, man.
Sorry, I keep hitting you. I keep stretching my foot.
Trying to,
I'm not trying to play footsie with you.
this card table ain't big enough for the two of us.
I forgot my dog's down here. I think I and even with if it is just a flashback episode, I think I'll be fine with it because
Me too.
it's
Me
still
too.
interesting.
Me too.
But man, I hate the trend that we are in TV where like we have to have that stopgap flashback episode.
Look, all I gotta
And
say is there was one of the first of these types of shows that we got was Daredevil.
Yeah.
Back in the day on Netflix.
And there were some filler episodes.
Yes. But they had like what, 13, 20,
Yeah, 13
12?
episodes.
Fucking shut up.
Arrow was in Flash for like 22.
Yeah, they were regular season shows.
Like
were
they were sitcoms. I'm like, what the fuck?
no, right?
Oh.
No. But there was an episode very clearly of the Daredevil show that was basically a Kingpin origin episode.
Yeah.
And it starred one of his
And
dad.
that was a great
His
episode.
dad was one of the guys who was in The Wire.
Dude,
The Wire, which you still haven't watched.
season 3, there's a whole flashback episode of Bullseye's origin, and it's black and white, and it's like Leave It to Beaver, and it's fucking genius. It's great. I'm not saying I'm not against him. Like I said before, anything, whether I bitch about prequels or I bitch about flashback episodes, anything like that. Make no mistake, if the story is good, I will not give a shit and enjoy it.
Do you remember how bad Iron Fist was?
Guess what? Furiosa was a prequel, and I fucking love that movie.
Do you remember how bad Iron Fist was?
I didn't even watch it.
I watched the first.
I watched like 5 episodes of Luke Cage, and then they killed off Mahershala. I can't say his fucking name.
Mahershala Ali.
They killed his character off. I'm like, well, that's stupid as shit. So I stopped watching that show. And then I watched Defenders, and I'm like,
Defenders was not very
wow, Deadpool or Daredevil is carrying a lot of weight here. Clearly, head and shoulders. Jessica Jones wasn't bad, but
Jessica Jones season 1 is still one of
phenomenal.
the top.
Didn't finish season 2.
I didn't either.
I couldn't care. Daredevil. I didn't even watch Punisher. I need to watch that. Anyway.
I didn't watch Punisher because
So yeah, before we get to the long box, before we wrap up the show, I wanted to talk about something. A couple of things, actually. 2 things, and then we can wrap up the show. And you can talk about your book. I don't really have much to talk about myself. But
well, before we get into what we're about to talk about, it kind of rolls into Beetlejuice in a way, except for the time between sequels is a lot shorter. Okay.
And it's definitely the sequel. First of all,
I don't think Joker will be remembered the way Beetlejuice has been. First of all,
I want to stop using this phrase because you kind of told me about it. You've kind of put it back on me on the show, and I want to stop using this phrase of, what's the point of this? Why does it exist? Because that's silly, because you could apply that to any art, whatever, right? So,
right.
So throwing that out. Still.
But I wanted to say that because I was pleasantly surprised by Beetlejuice, okay?
Right.
And I have been pleasantly surprised by reboots.
Pleasantly surprised by Transformers 1.
And
I did not expect to enjoy that.
Right. By reboots and by, what have you. I've been pleasantly surprised, okay? I have been. A lot less than I have been disappointed. Right?
Yeah.
The Joker was not...
The first one is okay.
The first one is basically a vehicle for Joaquin Phoenix to get an award.
And he did. So good for him.
Yes. But other than that, I mean...
There's not much to that movie. And
not really, no.
So I want to be clear. Neither of us have seen this movie. Neither of us were going to see this movie.
No, we had no plans. I've already talked about why are we glorifying a toxic relationship. I don't give a fuck. Now, here's the thing. We talked about this too. If it had been all original songs written by like a bunch of other fucking... What the hell? I think we talked about if there had been all original songs like written by a bunch of like new and old artists,
maybe
like something like that.
That's something different, yeah.
But then I heard that it was all
it's licensed
covers, all licensed covers, and I'm like, now I don't give a fuck. Especially when you consider that almost...
You have Lady Gaga!
Especially when you consider the fact that almost all of the previews do not show any of the musical numbers. Not at all.
They do, but they don't actually show the music.
Singing or the music.
They don't actually show the musical number itself. It's just there in the background while the other trailer music is playing. I agree. It's
so I haven't heard anything about it, but I'm glad to hear that it has flopped.
I have heard. So
please tell me, because you told me. Yes.
2 things.
Here we go.
One, what the fuck are we doing? White males are not showing up. Incels are not going to the theaters because clearly they were represented.
Right.
And they didn't show it up.
Disenfranchised white guys, poor guys.
Come on. So maybe we should consider that. Maybe we should look at this flop and stop putting white males in the lead role. Just consider it. Let's apply the logic of those dipshits when a woman or a person of color is in the lead, or a woman of color is in the lead even, and say, oh, well, it flopped. Must be that.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Fucking...
So where were you, Nerdrotic and heel versus babyface and...
Yeah.
Shit, Melanie Mac, you would have got a kick out of it.
Why won't you fuckers listen and stop putting my white males in the lead? They didn't show up.
So you told me, and yeah, that's because they won't, because they're pussies.
Here's why. Also,
So you told
it's universally hated.
Yeah.
Critics, fans, everybody fucking hates this thing.
So can you tell me, because we're going to spoil this, because
Yeah.
neither one of us cares to see
So
it.
if you haven't seen it and you want to see it, don't listen to this.
You told me that you spoiled it. Now
I spoiled it for myself
are
because I
you
was
going to
watch
cite your references so we...
I'm trying to remember. Let me see.
You don't have to.
No, I do want to give this.
I would prefer
I do
it-
because I liked his review and I want to.
Okay.
I want to check out more of his
Okay.
videos.
Okay.
Let me pull it up here. But anyway, yeah. So I had no intent. I did want to kind of talk about this, and I didn't want to spend time on it in a sense if I didn't want to go to the theater. So I want to thank the people that did see it. Oh, I watched the Nando cut, his video. I want to give him props, and Cam's Corner is the one that I first watched. So he did like a full spoiler thing. So I was like, cool, because I honestly, I'm not someone that wants to seek out spoilers. But I knew this was a movie I wasn't going to see, and I didn't intend to see, because I'll be quite honest, I saw that first movie in theaters. I talked about it, before, and
Yeah, look, the day that a movie comes
I
out...
saw that movie once, and I said I never need to see it again. Okay.
The day that a movie comes out, you can go to Wikipedia, and it'll have the plot.
Right. So
If
I'm like,
you
I don't
wanna
want to
just
see
not,
this.
yeah.
I don't intend to see it. I don't care. But so I want to know how bad it really is.
Mm-hmm.
So, because I've seen nothing but shit. So I pull it up, and I look, and he does his review, and so essentially, the movie only takes place in Arkham and in the courtroom, because the Joker, Arthur
Only?
Fleck.
I thought there's
That's
scenes of him
it.
in the street.
Now, those are all fantasy musical numbers. Also, Lady Gaga isn't in it nearly as much as she's advertised to be. I've heard she's only in it for like 15 to 30 minutes of the whole movie or something like that. I don't know. But she's not in it nearly enough. So the whole movie is about the trial of if he can prove that the Joker is a separate personality from Arthur Fleck, then he won't get the death penalty. So that's his whole thing. But there's a group of people that love the Joker, which, look, there's
So incels?
yeah, and there's women that fuck serial killers in prison. Like these people have their fans. That's how I should phrase it. I'm trying to figure out how I'm supposed to say that. So you know what I mean? Like that exists, but not to this level where there's a whole like bomb that blows up this courthouse to level of support that the Joker gets in this movie. So this bomb blows up. By the way, Harvey Dent is prosecuting him. So guess what happens when the bomb blows off? He gets Two-Face.
Really?
Yeah.
Who plays him?
I don't fucking care. So the bomb goes off, and I want to be clear. I am not actually critiquing this movie. I'm just telling you what happens.
Yeah, go for it.
And I just think it's silly.
I'm all for it, man.
I don't feel right to.
Cooper.
I want to make it clear I'm not like giving an actual review or criticism because that's silly to do that because I haven't actually seen the movie. I'm just relaying information. Okay, so at the climax of the thing, he's like full Joker at this point because everybody's telling him to be the Joker or whatever. And then he goes to court and rats out the dirty guards. You're gonna hold on to this, Tyler, because this is just like
What?
why. There's an unnecessary sexual assault in this movie. So, and they don't show it.
Who is it?
Arthur Fleck gets raped in a shower by these guards that he publicly ratted out in court. And that makes him decide he doesn't want to be the Joker anymore. And it's like, what the fuck are we doing? Why is that in your movie, Todd Phillips? What message are you trying to send? What point is it to have a sexual assault in your movie? Like, why? Why? To build some sort of sympathy for a character that's killed? Like, what are you saying? That's what I don't understand about this movie. I don't think it tries to say anything. I think it's just trying to be shock value. Because why else would you have that in your fucking movie?
Well, we do have stupid fucking things like Terrifier 3. Gives a shit. People within 10 minutes in the UK were fainting and vomiting and running out of the movie within the first 10 minutes. Why the fuck did anybody fucking participate in this dumb fucking movie then?
So after that happens,
Let's go ahead and apply that to the Joker.
And then he goes to the courthouse, and then it blows up, and somehow he doesn't die from the explosion, and runs away, gets away, but he still gets caught and goes back to Arkham. And at the end of the movie, I shit you not, this is what I've been told. Another inmate in Arkham tells Arthur a joke and then stabs him to death. And as Arthur's like dying and bleeding out, he's just laughing, the guy that stabbed him. And then he decides to turn the blade on himself and make a smile to make it that he's the real Joker now, I guess. And that's your movie.
Is that supposed to be Heath Ledger?
Okay.
Like Heath Ledger's version?
I'm glad you brought this up because this is what gets brought up in the Nando cut. He talks about in his video.
Is he trying to ruin the best part of The Dark Knight, which is that we never really know?
But that's the thing. That's the most fucking frustrating thing about this. And this is what he says in his video. Is like, you cannot fucking do that and not expect people to draw comparisons. And why the fuck are you doing that? Other than to keep a status quo for DC to say, that isn't really a Joker. But no matter what you do, they're going to tie it to that movie. And it's stupid. Like in Nando's video, he said, why didn't you just take the fucking blood, Arthur's blood, and make it on his face like he does at the end of the first movie? And I'm like, yeah, that's a great idea. That's a good idea. And instead we get this because now, no matter what, people are going to try and draw that comparison. Even though timeline-wise, it doesn't make sense, and we know it's not connected to that movie.
And on top of that, if you are trying to do that, let me get you some stuff here. At the end of Batman Begins, you would think he'd be like, yeah, there's this new guy. I think he's copying this other guy from a long time ago.
No, we have to do like a whole pointless...
It's a problem with prequels.
This is the
If it's trying to be a prequel to the Nolan movies, it's poor
Once
taste.
again, the Penguin is the standard bearer for how you do a Batman adjacent project.
Yep.
Because this shouldn't even be Joker. This is nothing. The first movie, at least, yeah, he was trying to go, like, he's clearly going for, like, his telling his version of Taxi Driver with being in Gotham with Joker, pretty much. Like, that's what he's doing. Paying homage to that and the King of Comedy, whatever. And who fucking knows what he was trying to do with this movie? It's just and I'm not even criticizing the movie. Again, I haven't seen it. But the reason I'm frustrated and the reason why a lot of people are frustrated is because it's a cool, honestly, I don't hate the ending. I kind of like it. In the sense that he kills Arthur. I'm like, okay, cool, I get that. No, it's kind of an interesting statement on the movie, I guess. I don't know. But no, it'd be something different, and this kind of is. But then it gets immediately ruined, because then you're going to get people to think, like, what are you doing? Are you doing Heath's Joker? Only because nobody else, has there been versions with scarring of Joker and other shit? Yeah. But not to the level that Heath...
In Pattinson's Batman... He looks scarred. And we talked about this. How bad of an idea that was to even include that part in the fucking movie. We talked about it. You and I didn't like that they already have a Joker in this fucking world.
Look, I'm sorry. I have been a stark defender of the Joker. He's one of the greatest villains in fiction. I would argue probably the best villain in fiction. Arguable, you can make cases for Darth Vader and blah, 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 blah. But my point is this. Stop. Fucking stop. Do what you were already doing. Take characters that either haven't been touched or haven't been touched in a long time and then bring in the full. Because I don't need to see a fucking Joker movie anymore, guys. We experimented with it. We tried it again. And this is where we're at. And the only way I feel like something like that could... No, it can't. It can't. I'm never going to be fucking sympathetic to the Joker. I'm sorry. No matter how hard you try and make him abused by society, he still makes a choice to become the Joker, and I'm never going to root for that because he's a homicidal maniac.
The best thing you can do with characters like that,
At least with Penguin, he's not a complete sociopath. You know what I mean?
Is to help you understand
Sorry, I could hit the
why they become the way they are. And hopefully that makes you understand that these people are still human. And that even though they may have some wrong chemicals in their brain going off,
See, this is why.
you don't have to treat them like animals because they're still human beings.
Sure. But at the same time, you can't glorify a man shooting another man in the head on TV.
No.
So, yeah.
You're gonna give the wrong people the wrong idea.
Anyway, I figured we'd talk about just that because I had that ending and I want to talk about it just because it. On one hand, I was like, "Oh, that's kind of interesting," and then the cutting of his mouth, I'm like, "What the fuck?" It just seems like they were.
My favorite Joker fact has always been and continues to be to this day that back in the day they really wanted Cesar Romero for the Batman TV show, and he was like, I'm not shaving my mustache. It's my brand. And they were like, we'll just put makeup over it, which is awesome, right? Because it's so obvious. But nobody fucking
Even though
cares.
Lego has it?
Yeah, which is great. But now it's like, I mean, almost a big deal if you're an actor and you get to play the Joker.
Also, another thing, this Joker isn't even fucking funny. He isn't even close to funny. Heath's Joker was funny. Jack's Joker was funny.
Oh, yeah. I understand. One of the things that drew me to that first one was the idea that he has like an actual condition, which causes him to laugh like uncontrollably for no reason and stuff. I thought that was interesting. And I did see the movie, and I was like, this is intriguing, and this is... But I didn't think it was bad, but it wasn't super great.
Yeah.
It definitely didn't merit a sequel. And to me, the kind of actor that Joaquin Phoenix is... I knew that he probably did it because he wanted to do something different, try something different. But listen.
Even with Heath's Joker, he had the magic trick joke. He had the bit when he was like, don't blow things out of proportion, and he's got a grenade, and then, you think you just steal from us and walk away? Yeah. Like, it's just subtlety. Or when he gets startled.
You paid for it.
When he gets startled by the fucking bomb. Like, his own bomb startles him. Like, there's some... you ought to know you paid for it. Your balls drop off. Like, he's funny.
Yeah.
This Joker isn't funny. He just laughs as a condition. That's fucking stupid.
The thing that sucks...
This movie makes me hate... Just the idea of this movie makes me hate that first movie.
The thing that sucks... I got to be honest about...
we can move on now.
The Dark Knight. One of the best superhero movies ever. I got to be honest. First things first is that we're never going to see that Joker again. We can't.
No.
We know why, and that's a tragedy. But the fact is that it's a long movie, and there are a lot
2.5 hours,
of stretches without any Joker. And what else is going on in the movie cannot compare to when the Joker's in it.
Oh, he completely steals that movie.
Right. So sometimes when I watch the movie, I fast forward.
As good as the action sequences are in between, it's like the
one where they reveal that Gordon was alive the whole time. That one, you have to watch that one. That whole car chase scene.
No, man,
armored truck and shit.
I love the Dark Knight.
I do too, but I mean, I got to be honest. I don't care about Aaron Eckhart and Two-Face. The effects are cool, but there is a scene where Joker and he interact, so that's cool because you can fast forward to that part. Which I think is the first time we get to see his face in that movie when it's been blown up.
This is just making me want to watch the Batman and the Dark Knight again. I love this.
You mean Dark? Oh,
well, the Penguin makes me want to watch the Batman, and now this makes me want to watch the Dark Knight. Yeah. Another thing, real quick. Wanted to, because we're kind of running along here.
You don't have to do long box. You people can go read and write your own fucking books. Right?
That's why I love you, dude. You just stood on business.
Am I right? Listen, you want us to fucking tell you what
Variety,
to read and write?
It's a Variety.
And watch.
You stop it now.
Hey.
So, Variety had an article come out.
Is the spice of life.
I think you say that every time I mention them as a source.
Really?
I feel like you do.
I feel like you do. So why don't you
Shut the fuck up.
yeah.
I'll keep vamping, please. I don't have the.
I
I want to credit the author of this article. And I don't have it pulled up, and my internet is being slow. No, I can stop recording, but I don't feel like it. I should probably stop. He's gonna sue.
Can I just say,
John Jeopardy is gonna sue. us.
John Jeopardy and Max Wheel of Fortune are coming after your ass. And you know what else? Joe Super Password has got a shotgun. You motherfucker. Look out for Diane. Look out for Diane. The Price is Right. She'll fuck your ass up.
Wow, I really am glad you put it up there because I thought she'll fuck your ass. Like, whoa,
She'll fuck you up.
she will fuck your ass up.
No, I didn't say that.
Yes, you did. Yes, she did.
Play the tape.
Play the.
Nah, I don't need to play the tape. So we'll just skip the long box. You're trying to get credit for somebody, yeah?
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm trying to pull it up, but why isn't it? I had it. I literally just had it. Hold on.
So we were going to end the show. It's always tough for us to end the show because we want it to be off the cuff and we want it to be funny. And it's really hard to play an off the cuff and funny. So we thought we would go do one direction, which Jake had, and I didn't like the direction. So we did the only thing that two human adults can do in these types of situations, and we each took a steak knife from the block, and we went out back and had a knife fight in the backyard.
Wow.
And Jake, you won.
Yes.
I am actually bleeding out, so I'm going to go lay in the corner, and you go ahead and finish out the show. Also, do you have any gauze? Or Neosport?
No, here's what even better. Here's what I'll give you. I'll give you
Your spleen?
a fighting spirit.
A big heart?
Yeah, I'm going to give you some thoughts and prayers. That's what I'm going to give you. So, yeah.
I am truly blessed. Off panel, off topic with Jake and Tyler.